Stream. Hello, folks. I'm getting rid of my hat. We're still waiting on that Amish kid. I don't know what he is doing right now. Give me a second. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about HURRICASH and liquid loans. Let me pull up HURRICASH website real quick. HURRICASH.com. And share my screen. There we go. Make sure you guys can see it. All right, so HURRICASH is the first completely decentralized protocol for private transactions on Pulse Chain. And what that means, hello.
Oh,
you're wearing a hat today?
Yeah, my hair is kind of a mess.
Looks great. Hold on, I'm gonna put a full screen on you, maybe, or I just took you out. Never mind.
Okay. Sorry, I was a little late today.
It's okay. Can you move your head to the?
Oh.
Yeah, I just want to see that. See this.
I'm working, so I'm taping, and I'm about to do the Pulse Chain one, and I'll do the Pulse on the other side.
Nice. That's nice. Hold on a second. All right. So, do you know anything about HURRICASH?
Yeah, I know at least the basics.
All right. So the utility for it is it's a decentralized protocol for private transactions on Pulse Chain. It's a fork of Tornado Cash, I believe.
Well, it's it's actually not a fork, but it's very similar.
Very similar. Okay.
And the decentralized part is pretty big actually, because all the other protocols out there like Tornado Cash, man, I can't think of the other popular one, but they're not actually decentralized, and they could get shut down.
I heard it today. It starts with an M, I think. Monero.
Oh yeah, Monero.
Yeah.
So it being decentralized is actually a pretty big deal. Anyways, for me and a lot of hexagons that don't like things that can be controlled or shut off. So pretty cool.
So Monero, so you're supposed to be able to have private transactions or whatever. But Monero, is it Monero or Monero?
Monero, I think.
Okay. So Monero, there was some scammers, and they tried to steal tokens somehow and put it through the protocol. And whoever runs Monero, they were able to go in and find out exactly everything about the transaction, and then they ended up going to jail. So
I think they might keep a database of what people do,
where things go,
which is cool that they call it scammers, but I mean, if it were up to me, I would rather I'd rather not have that. If it means we don't catch scammers, oh well, I'll live with it.
Yeah. So it adds to the HURRICASH adds to the decentralization of what crypto. What did I write down here? Of crypto, which it was originally created. So Bitcoin, they wanted decentralized finance. So now it's not really decentralized too much anymore. But HURRICASH adds to that, and you can send crypto peer to peer. Basically, the person that's sending it, the reverse screen really trips me out.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to go myself way, but this. Anyway, so the person, say I wanted to send you cash or crypto, I put it through their layer, and it like covers it, and then I send you like a, for crypto.com, how they have like a two-factor authentication or 2FA or something.
Yeah.
So basically, the protocol generates a code, and I send you the code, and then you enter the code, and then you get that money out.
Yeah.
So it's pretty simple.
I'm definitely going to use it some. I like it. Yeah, and you can use it with yourself, obviously, like to go between different accounts or new accounts.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. No, keep going.
Let's see. What am I looking for? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to their website real quick. I'll share the screen. One second. All right. Can you see the website? Okay. Can you see my mouse?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So HURRICASH improves transaction privacy by breaking the on-chain link between source and destination addresses. It uses the smart contract that accepts Pulse deposits and can be withdrawn by a predetermined alternate address. And to preserve privacy, a relayer can be used to withdraw to an address with no Pulse balance. Whenever Pulse is withdrawn by the new address, there's no way to link the withdrawal to the deposit, ensuring complete privacy, which is just amazing. So I could send you money from my wallet, and nobody, like, it'll generate a random address for you, and nobody will know that that's where the money went. Yeah, go ahead.
The relayer, if you use the relayer, it charges you like a 1 point something, maybe 1.3 or 1.5% fee. But like honestly, like you really shouldn't ever need to use that. All that does is, so like when you receive it, when you take your money out, then you have to pay a fee, like a gas fee to take it out. So the relayer just makes so that it pays for the gas fee ahead of time out of like whatever you deposited, in case you're sending it to like a new wallet that has no Pulse, because you don't want to, like, if you fund your brand new wallet with money, then you're like doxing your wallet, Yeah. So if you want to keep it secret, but it really shouldn't be a problem because you can just go to like a faucet and get, a couple Pulse for free in order to pay for the transaction, or you can ask a friend for Pulse or something, because it's like going to be like half a Pulse or something to pay for the transaction fee. So
it'll be
pretty really cheap. Don't need to ever, or you probably don't ever need to use the relayer, and you can avoid that extra fee.
It's good to know.
Pro tip number 1.
So like Monero, is it possible to compromise the protocol and find out information about the depositors? No, it's a completely decentralized protocol with zero additional infrastructure. Its smart contracts are immutable, have no admins, and the proofs are based on strong ring signature cryptography. Only the user possessing the note is able to link, deposit, and withdraw. I was listening to something today, and third-party people, so like you and I, if I might be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Third-party people can be like relayers. Like you could have your own relayer, and you could like potentially make money off of relaying the transactions. Like, if you want to do that.
Yeah.
So that's one way you can make money with this. And they're also going to have an airdrop of 240 HURR tokens. HUR is the name of their token. And that will be within the first 2 weeks of Pulse Chain launch. Whoever sacrificed, go ahead.
I know it says that somewhere on the website, but I think it's only like one or two guys that are working on this, and so they have a hard time keeping stuff updated. So it says
Okay.
that on the website, but it's not true, sadly. They
Oh.
they're gonna have airdrops, but it's not gonna be just for whoever sacrificed for Pulse Chain. It'll probably be how Uniswap did it, kind of. So like basically, if you
Mhm.
use their protocol within like a certain time frame,
Then you'll get.
maybe with like maybe with some other requirements, but it'll be similar to that. So like you might as well go ahead and use this once or twice. It's hardly going to cost you anything, and then you can probably
Yeah.
get a free airdrop later on.
Okay. Well, that is good to know. I have old information.
Yeah, some of their stuff on their website is like a little bit outdated, but
Well, that is good. Good
they're
news.
kind of hard to get a hold of. Like I went into the Telegram like way back, and I
Hmm.
had to wait like 3 days for one of the people to reply to me. So
Okay. Anyways, that is. Let me see. That's about all I have for them.
yeah, they the I like the protocol a lot. Like I'm definitely going to use it, and it's pretty needed and useful.
Mhm.
But the token is really like unnecessary. Like
Yeah.
it has
Kinda.
some uses, but they would not need it at all. So they basically just made the token so that they could have a sacrifice, so that they could
Mhm.
fund the project, which is understandable. Like I don't really have a problem with that at all. But like the token isn't
Kind of
like super
unnecessary.
legit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is good to know.
But
Another thing. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say that like you can earn some of the fees from holding their token, and like I mean there's gonna be uses. I'm not saying it's a useless token, but it's not as good as like some other things like Hex.
That's good to know. Let's see. The hex price was looking juicy today for some buying. I'm selling my car in California.
Oh
Hopefully it
heck yeah!
sells. Hopefully it sells in time so I can buy some more hex. But it'll be kind of hard to do it because I'm like 30 hours away. Um, well, hex went up a little bit. It's at 8.7. It was
Okay,
down.
that'll.
Yeah, it was down to like 7.6 earlier when I checked. But
There was Hedron had like a big dip this morning, and
mhm.
like if whoever bought it, like they were up like 100 something% in a couple hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
It I don't remember what it wicked down to, but it was fairly low and then it bounced back up a little bit. It's a good time to buy for sure.
Yes. All right. Let's move on to liquid loans, which I know let me stop sharing this one. I know the gist of it and I understand quite a bit of it, but I think you are a lot a lot more knowledgeable about it. So here it is, liquidloans.io,
They have a
0%
nice
interest
website.
fee. Yeah, they do. Oh, very nice. All right, what would you like to
Hold on 1 second.
start about
Sorry.
it?
Okay. Oops. I accidentally X'd out. All right, there we go. Um, yeah, so like Liquid Loans, it's a fork of Liquidity, which is on Ethereum, and a lot of people don't even know what Liquidity is, so that's probably not going to
Hmm.
help too many people. But it's basically a loaning protocol with a algorithmic stablecoin, which means that it's not backed by any real dollars. It's all crypto backed. Um,
Hmm.
and basically, you can take your Pulse. They only accept Pulse. They don't accept any other coins, and you can use it as collateral. You have to have a minimum of like 110% collateral of whatever you're going to borrow. And then you can take a loan out and you pay a fee up front, which is between 0.5% and 5%. So it depends on how many loans are out and stuff, but it'll normally be on the lower end, like 1% probably will be the average. So a pretty small upfront fee, and then there's no like payment schedule or anything. So like you can literally leave it open for forever if you want to. You don't ever have to pay it back.
As long as isn't there a collateral? Like if it drops below, right here, drops below 10%.
Yeah, then so if you get liquidated, I mean, you don't have to pay it back ever, but you'll just lose your collateral.
Okay.
And if you ever want to use your collateral, then to take it out, you would have to pay it back. So, but let's see, where was I gonna say next? It has two coins as their stable coin, which is called USDL. And then it has their native token called loan token. And so when you take your loan out, you'll get USDL, their stable coin, and you can do whatever you want with that. Like you can go buy other coins, you could buy more Pulse, you can sell it and turn it to cash or whatever. But what you can do is you can put it in a pool, basically stake it, but with no time lock. And then you'll earn a percentage of the fees in Pulse that people are paying, and you'll also earn loan token. And then with your loan token, you can also stake that pretty much the same. There's no time lock. You can take it out anytime. And you'll earn USDL and also the rest of the fees from borrowers in Pulse. So there's there's a couple different ways that you can earn fees with their protocol, which is kind of cool. And one thing I like a lot is nobody is like profiting on this. Like, so all of the fees go straight to the users, go to the people that are staking USDL and loan. So
that is nice.
It stays 100% in the community.
That is good. I just had my mind went blank, but I just remembered that I did sacrifice for liquid loans. That
Nice.
was like
Me too.
a long time ago.
Yeah, liquid loans had the biggest sacrifice of the other projects besides Pulse Chain and PulseX. They had 46, maybe $47 million.
Wow.
So a decent amount of money from like 9,500 or 10,000 wallets. I think it was 9,500. So a good amount of people went in on that. Like I remember the God Whale sacrifice. He was one of the biggest people. And with the sacrifice, one thing I liked a lot is you could choose not to receive your coins for a longer period of time. So basically lock your coins for up to 2 years. And then you got a 6% bonus for every month that you lock them up. And a lot of people actually locked them up. There was about like $18 million that got locked up for 2 years, which is about 40% of all the coins. We're not even going to see them for 2 years after launch. And then a lot of the rest is in between right away and 2 years. So there's actually only going to be like 15 or 20% of the supply coming out right away, I think.
That's cool. That is good. I messed up with my sacrifice. I forgot to add the months at the end of my like I don't remember exactly what it was. Like you put 24. Like so I was sacrificing like $300. You did like 24 cents or whatever to indicate 24 months. But I completely spaced on that. So yeah, their website is really, really nice.
Yeah, I wish they had I wish they had it running on testnet.
Yes.
So we could try it out, but
I was just gonna say I wish they had it like I could click launch app and go to the go to the protocol and test it out, try it out.
Yeah,
It'll
this
be
project called Fiat kind of came out of nowhere, and we'll probably talk about them another time. And they've had a working version on testnet for like a while now and everything. They're kind of making liquid loans look bad just a little bit.
Mhm.
But liquid loans is really good for Pulse Chain, in my opinion, because the more people learn about it and use it, then the less people should be selling Pulse Chain. Because, like, let's say you want to buy another coin or use your money in the real world, instead of selling, you can just take a loan out, and Pulse never gets sold. And like, let's say you take $1,000 loan out. When Pulse goes up another 10x, you can just pay back your loan with
Yes.
the collateral that you left in there, and only use a tenth of it, and take out the other 9/10. So it should help a lot. I mean, if Pulse goes up a lot, you could like take a loan out on a big green candle and wait for a dip and then buy more Pulse on the dip. Or you could do the opposite. When it's really low, you could take a loan out, and then when it goes up really high, you could just pay your loan back with the Pulse. Like, you could buy Pulse when it's really low and pay your loan back. Or
There's
you could just
so many strategies. There's the squirrel strategy.
He has some really good ones. They're a little more complex than some of the other ones.
Yeah, let me see if I can find a picture of his strategy.
Something to think about if you're going to use liquid loans is when you put your collateral in, you want to make sure that you're putting plenty in that you don't get liquidated. Because, like, especially early on with Pulse, we might see some really big price moves, so like, let's say Pulse wicks down 50%, a day. If you're not paying attention to it and you only have like 130% collateralization, you're going to lose your Pulse. So like, go quite heavy on the collateral to be safe, or then, I mean, you can just check it often. But
just to make sure you're not. Yeah, to make sure you don't get liquidated.
Yeah, you can always add more.
Yeah, This is a complex strategy. Let me pull it up. Share screen. This one right here. Yeah, this is. I can't really read it on my computer, but yeah, looks like deposit Pulse into Vault, get loan token, put it in the stability pool, Pulse deposit into Vault. Yeah, there's a lot of things, and then he even has like a thing up here for Hedron.
Yeah, there's so much you can do. I mean, you could borrow USDL, you could go buy Hex, and then you could stake your Hex for max length. And then you could use the free Hedron that you get from that to pay off your loan. Or you just get free Hedron and do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
It's tons and tons of options.
I think what I'll be doing is putting Pulse into a vault, and then just kind of riding, like, when Pulse goes up, kind of pay it off a little bit, and then whatever the other Pulse that I like, the extra money, just put it in a vault again, and then just keep doing that until I'm a trillionaire, I guess.
Yeah, you could, if you take a loan out, and like, whatever you're going to do with that money, if you're going to send it somewhere, you could run it through HURRICASH then, so that it's hidden. Let's see what else.
Yeah, I thought thought that was going to take a little bit longer to talk about.
Yeah, we're pretty quick, pretty efficient.
Very efficient. What else was there? Oh, the debate. Did you watch the debate at all today?
I have not watched any of it.
Oh, lovely. I didn't watch any of the debate. It was with Eric Wall, right?
Yeah, that guy's a joke. He was like trashing I mean, well, he's always trashed Hex, but he was trashing Pulse Chain really hard like the last week, like tweets and all these threads and stuff. And then yesterday or the day before, he offered, he's like, if anyone wants to sell their Pulse Sacrifice, I'll buy it from you. DM me, blah blah blah. Like, it's such a joke.
Does he have a paid group?
I would imagine so. I don't know, but he seems like the type of guy that does.
Yeah. Do you know what his Twitter handle is?
I think it's ERC and then like Wall, but maybe Wall is spelled weird. I don't know.
Oh, I think I found it. ERCWL.
You can probably go to Richard Hart's page too. Oh yeah, there we go. And it's a picture of a woman.
Is it really?
I think so. It was anyways. It was like it was his face, but with like a female filter on it.
This right here.
Oh, maybe he changed it back. Yeah, that's him, but his
Okay.
picture.
Yeah, I think he changed it back. Give me a second. Okay. Free Pulse IO. Freepulse.io. Let me pull it up. It's I don't know. I've spent a lot of time just gambling my money away. I won't be doing that when the mainnet goes live. But let me show you. Let me share my screen. If I can figure this out. Okay. So, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So anyways, you can claim up to $200 of free Pulse every hour. Click here, and then all the seaplanes. Boom. Boom. I think that's a seaplane. Verify. Oh, let's see what I got. Okay, so I got 71 free Pulse. And if you roll under 7,889, you get 0. But if you roll over 10,000, or I guess over 9,999, you get 1,426,655, which I would assume is equivalent to $200 at this point with our.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really know until it launches, but they keep saying $200. So
yeah, so we'll see. That would be nice.
Yeah, it's a good tool for new
onboarding.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. And then have these games, if they will load for me. Yeah, you have these games where you can just multiply your bonuses.
Mhm.
And
they're funding this all out of pocket, which is pretty cool. They're gonna have a coin and have a sacrifice, and then that'll start paying for it. But so far, to start off, it's gonna be all out of pocket. So pretty awesome of these guys.
And so I think, where can I go? There's a oh yeah, total crash winnings on this has been 206,843,052,255, which is an insane amount of Pulse to be giving out for free. Obviously, people are losing their Oh, well, it just crashed. Obviously, people are losing their money on here, and that, like, I'm assuming goes back into the pool, and they can just use that to pay people with. I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend playing any of these games on free pulse with real pulse, because then it's at that point it's just gambling, and I'm not really a proponent of that. I'd rather you just go stake your, like, I don't know, swap it for hex and stake your hex.
Yeah.
Um,
But
and then
it's nice that I mean, even if you're gonna go gamble and whatever, the pulse doesn't get sold, so you're
yeah,
not creating any negative sell pressure for pulse chain.
that is nice.
But I would agree, don't go gamble.
It is really fun to play with on testnet, though. I've done it for like an hour or so at a time, and I always end up losing all my fake pulls.
They're gonna have a coin, their free pulse coin, but there's not really hardly any details on it yet. Well, not since last time I checked, which was a little bit ago.
Mhm.
So we'll see. I mean, maybe it'll be a pretty cool coin. We'll see.
Do you think it'll have any utility?
I mean, I'll imagine it'll have something, because if it doesn't, then why would people buy it?
Get it?
But
Yeah.
there's already like sacrifice pools. Well, they're calling it a dedication instead of sacrifice, but it's basically a sacrifice. But there's already like I think probably $100,000 or so dollars pooled for it. So
Oh,
people have
that's
like
cool.
faith in them without even knowing what it is, I guess.
And then let's see. There's also PulseX, which we talked about it a little bit yesterday, I think.
hmm
Let me see if I can pull this website up. I need to make a new MetaMask account. That way I don't like dox myself on here with my address.
And you can
So I
fund it with HURRICAsh.
yeah. Pulse.
Yeah, it's good to have a couple different accounts, even if it's in the same MetaMask or in the same, like if it's the same seed phrase, it's still good to have like a couple
Yeah.
different accounts in it.
See if I can load this website up.
I was looking at some math the other day, and if you sacrificed at the best rate for Pulse Chain, and it's pretty much the same for PulseX. Well, it's a little different for PulseX, but almost the same. Then you basically paid about 2,000 hex per pulse coin. Or I mean, sorry, you paid 1 hex per 2,000 pulse coins.
Oh,
And so the reason that that could be useful is if there's anyone out there that is thinking about doing some ratio trading before the bridge, you could use that as a bit of a like a plumb line. So like if you see that you can get, you know, like it only costs you 1,000 pulse to get a hex or 100 pulse to get a hex, then it might be
okay.
worth doing that swap.
So I have created a new wallet, new address. I just need to share the screen. All right. So here, I actually haven't been on this website in a while. So probably a month and a half. So we have USDC. These are all the top tokens on this exchange. Incentive tokens.
Fiat is number 3, right? Or is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fiat.
SD, Wrapped Pulse, and Fiat.
Helgo is on there. Helgo is a interesting one or weird one.
Hedron, and what is Bisker?
Berserker. That's Pulse Lorian's coin.
And then go to earn. I think it's pools. You can see if it'll load. Pools are no longer distributing rewards.
Yeah, they closed the PRT PulseX pool.
Yeah, that is a bummer. Well, I was gonna do some stuff on here, but I guess not.
You can still do the other option. Shoot, what is it called?
Farming.
Like if you click earn again.
Farms, yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah.
So they have all these different ones.
That's some pretty decent APRs.
Mm-hmm. They'll probably be pretty juicy in the beginning. I'd imagine they're gonna go down pretty fast as people start to pile into them. But if you're in there early, you'll probably make some pretty nice, pretty quick money.
All right, let's enable this contract.
It'll be fun to see which coins get paired with PulseX and receive the incentive token and stuff. Like for the staking instead of the PRT placeholder. Like will it be like coins that we already know from Ethereum maybe? Like maybe Shiba will get a slot in there. Or maybe it'll just be mainly like Pulse chain ecosystem coins like liquid loans or something like that. Loan token.
So apparently I don't have any PulseX in this wallet. I don't what do I have in this wallet anyways? 1 second. I'll check what I have in here, see if we have what we need to stake or put something in this farm.
When is Pulse Chain gonna come out? When? Any new predictions?
Probably July.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Well,
I'm hoping like June 5th.
Yeah, I don't have any. That wall's completely empty. So, yeah, June 5th would be nice, but I kind of that's like 10 days away, 11 days away, maybe 12. I don't know how many months or days are in May. But yeah, I would say July 1st. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds pretty realistic.
I would think if Richard thought it was going to be sometime in June, he would have maybe said it should be here within the next month. Because he thought for sure it was coming out in May. I don't know. Maybe he knew that it wasn't coming out in May. But I would think if it was coming out in June, he would have said sometime in the next month. But since he didn't say sometime in the next month, then that leads me to believe maybe July. I don't know.
Yeah, he so basically like why we have the delay is he brought in that I don't know what his name is, but his like all-star top dev, and the guy was like, oh, there's a problem here. And so maybe that guy is now like working on it permanently. I mean, maybe he was before, but it sounded like he wasn't, because like Richard said, he like brought him in and then the guy found all the problems. So maybe if that guy's working on it now, maybe it'll get done a lot faster. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the dev was probably like, what are you people doing over here? Just
I think I heard that he's like supposedly like really good, because Dev Kyle is like top tier, and he said that this dev is like next level, like better than him. So
he's like the Richard Hart of developers.
because Dev Kyle is freaking smart.
Yeah. Is there a Telegram? Wesley Brandt says July FML. Yeah. Sorry, Wesley. That's what I have for you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, is there a Telegram chat with the with like all the devs in it? Or
I've heard that there is a like special like room or whatever for the devs, and then like some top like Hex OGs like David
Hexologist?
Feeder and yeah, probably Hexologist, Motley, some guys like that where they get kind of I don't know, like they can maybe ask some questions and they maybe get some heads up info, because
Oh,
those guys
those.
are like the ones that leak the info about like that Richard Hart has a set date, that thing that came out a couple weeks ago. Like
Oh.
the devs told like Motley and some other people, and then one of them like spilled the beans and told everybody. And then it got like pushed back, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, so there is a like room somewhere, but it's not for us normal people, sadly.
Well, I guess I will be trying to join that room and claim that I am the missing Godwell.
Just say you're like, I don't know, say you're Dev Kyle. He doesn't have a Twitter, so you could make another Twitter account and like say you're Dev Kyle and just say whatever you want.
Just feel like Pulse Chain tomorrow. Just run the price right up. Yeah. All right.
Man.
What else? Oh, do you want to talk? Like, give me. I've heard of fiat, but I'm not 100% sure what it does. Do you want to just give me just a quick, a little tidbit? Oh, it was Kintex. Okay.
Yeah, it was Kinetics, yeah. Yeah, so fiat it's another loan protocol, so think like liquid loans kind of. They're a fork of Aave, which a lot of people know Aave, and like it's really solid. It doesn't have any problems or anything. So forking it should be pretty like foolproof. We shouldn't have any bugs or anything.
Okay.
And so the difference between them and liquid loans are they accept a lot of different coins. So like Hex, PulseX,
Okay, so like
uh,
whatever one you
yeah,
want.
yeah, you can do like stable coins, USDC. So not any coin, but like there'll probably be at least 10 coins that'll be accepted. The 10 like
Oh,
bigger
that will
ones.
be nice.
And then they have a little more like traditional system, so you do have to make payments. So if you take a loan out, then you have like a interest rate and whatever. But you can earn like money by depositing. So like your collateral can earn you money, kind of basically.
Okay. So like if you
So
use the protocol, they pay you basically.
yeah, if you just like deposit Hex in there, like you don't have to take a loan out. You can just deposit Hex and then get like I guess it'd be kind of like interest, get yield
Mhm.
off of it, whatever you want to
Mhm.
call it.
Do you know what they do with that? Like if you
The
put deposit
interest.
X in, do they do anything with it or they just
Oh,
you just
like the Hex that you deposit?
yeah. Like is it used for
It,
liquidity or is it's just
yeah,
there?
it's used for, so if I want to go borrow Hex, then I borrow from that pool. So like all the deposits are pools, and then when you borrow from those pools.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if there's like let's say the USDC pool, like if there's only $100,000 in it, like that's the max
Mhm.
you can borrow, and your interest rate is going to be extremely high because you're like taking all of it. Versus if
Uh,
there's like $100 million in the pool and you just take out $100,000, your interest rate will be super low because it's just a small percentage.
okay. That's cool. Did they have a sacrifice phase?
Yeah, it kind of like came out of nowhere. Like a lot of people didn't know about it until like the sacrifice was basically happening.
Mhm.
When I joined the Telegram just a couple days before the sacrifice, there were like, I don't know, like 200 or 300 people in there, I think. Well, whatever the number was, it was really small. And then
Mhm.
their sacrifice had a cap. So they had like a 1.2 or 1.5 million cap or whatever. And they reached that in like an hour or something.
Oh.
And then they like let it keep going at a lower rate until a little higher. maybe 4 million or 2 million or something.
Mm.
But either way, it only lasted a couple days.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. That is good to know. I did not know anything about it. I saw it on Twitter, and I think you might have. I think you told me about it, and yeah, I saw it on Twitter. And I just didn't really look into it. I'm guess I'm a Richard Hart maximalist because I'm pretty much just in his tokens and then liquid loans, and there might I think I sacrificed for another one, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
Maybe Mitra, maybe.
Yeah, it might have been Mintra.
Or maybe HURRICASH. HURRICASH was sacrificed like a long time ago.
Yeah,
They're
I
one of
didn't.
the early projects.
Yeah, I didn't sacrifice for them. But yeah,
Oh yeah. One thing that like kind of made me take fiat a little more seriously is I know that some of the guys like Motley, Wendy's for Tendies, and like just a couple of OGs that I think are pretty smart. They sacrificed for fiat and didn't sacrifice for liquid loans, or then they did more for fiat than they did for liquid loans. Because
okay.
so basically they think that fiat is like the superior option. And I don't know if that's just because it's a fork of Aave and Aave is like proven or what, but like that made me take it a little more seriously that they think that's the best option.
Key. Now, when you say more proven, are you saying it's more Aave is more proven than like Liquidity?
Yeah, Aave's been around for like a while, like 2017 or 2016.
Oh, okay.
And Liquidity is just a lot newer, and like Aave's like the biggest lending protocol, so it has a ton of users, and like they've already gotten all the bugs out and everything. Versus Liquidity has like it's a small amount. It might be like 1,000 users on Ethereum or something. Like it's a small protocol. So yeah, Aave just has a better track record.
It's good to know. Let me.
And you'll be able to short or long hex on fiat basically in a simple sense. So hopefully some of the hex haters like Eric Wall will hop on fiat and short hex and get wrecked. So
that'll be good. Let's see. Wes, do you have any questions? Anything you want to hear about?
I'm looking at tickets to come visit you guys in the beginning of June. So we'll see.
That is good news.
They are so expensive right now. So I'll probably check back like in a day or two and see if they've gone down a bit.
I don't think they're going down because I was gonna get a ticket to go back to California for my sister's birthday and for the rodeo week and everything. But they wanted $1,000 for a ticket. And
oh come on.
That was back in I want to say February. I was looking at tickets.
Wow.
And then I just bought a ticket to go back for the family reunion. Driving bridge, can't text.
Risky man.
Driving on the bridge. Okay, it's not a drawbridge. Don't drive in. Yeah, my ticket to California was like, for some reason, it was the only week in August that it was cheap, and it was like $560. So that was nice.
It was when I just went on Hopper, I think it was like $850 for round trip, and I don't really want to pay that. Not before I've had Pulse Chain for a year or two. But then I started going on like some other sites, and there were some cheaper options, and so I'll probably take it more seriously in a day or two and try to find some cheap because I really want to come. That's why I want Pulse Chain to come out in the beginning of June because it'd be so much fun if it came out while I were there.
I will probably tweet and ask Richard to drop it on. Well, one of the guys here, I think he's probably on the stream still. But he said he's driving using voice text, but doesn't
I
have a
don't
question.
know who Wesley is, but he seems like a nice guy.
If it's the guy I'm thinking of, it's Aiden's stepdad,
Oh, cool.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to him on
Like
the
the
phone.
Aiden that I've met.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
yeah. I was on the phone with him the other day when I was talking to you on here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. One of the guys here thinks that Pulse Chain will launch 6/3. June, yeah, June.
At
June
like
4:20 o'clock.
maybe. There's still people that think it's launching on the like, what was it, the 25th or the 5th? Yeah, on the 25th, because it could be like, or wait, maybe I'm confused. Oh, they thought it was gonna launch on the 5th, so it would be like 5/5 and then launch it at like 5:55 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But that didn't happen. People have all kinds of theories.
Yeah, well, Crypto Heartbeat thought it was gonna launch like the day after the end of the PulseX PulseX sacrifice. That's when
Wow.
he thought it was gonna launch, which is back like February 14th or something.
These
Anyway.
bowlers.
Well, I have nothing more to say. I will I'll text you and we'll come up with something to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah.
'Cause-
We can always talk about more projects if you want. Well, not now, but
Yeah.
in later episodes. Because
Yeah,
I have like 15, 20 projects.
Yeah, because I know nothing about the other projects. I mean, I know the names and I like have an idea of what they do, but I'm pretty much like Hex, PulseX, Pulse Chain, Liquid Loans. Those are like, and Hedron. Actually, I really don't
And
know much
Maxi.
about it. Yeah. And, oh, Maxi's good. I really don't know much about Hedron. Like I know what it does, but I've never even, all I've done is hit their website and hit claim and mint. But anyway. All right. I will see you later.
All right. Adios.